What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm gonna have a body weight exercise that anybody can do at home, right? You ain't got no weights, you ain't got none of that, but you got a stool, you got your body weight, or maybe you just got dumbbells, or you just got something to hold in a hand or something. Then these exercises are going to be perfect for you at home if you don't have a gym membership, or if you're like insecure about the gym or something like that. There's, whatever the case may be. I'm going to go through some at-home exercises that I do regularly. For one, because I made mention that I don't like doing barbell squats as much. Right now, I'm focusing on deadlifts and stuff like that. But, I used to squat a little bit. Not too much, never the biggest squatter, so... But I could squat some weights, a little bit of weights, right? And it just wasn't for me. When I do it in conjunction with heavy deadlifts, it really messes up my ankles real bad, and I can hardly walk, and it affects me at work. So that being said, I stick to body weight exercises because you might as well do something. A lot of these exercises they help me. Get a lot stronger and at the bottom, and do things like play with my son on the ground when he plays with his cars. He's a young guy, getting older now. He's 4 now, but he still sits in the dirt and he wants daddy to come play cars with him. So guess what? I go play cars with him whenever I get an opportunity to do so. And I used to have the crappiest legs in the world. I'm gonna be honest about that. But now I'm 30. I just turned 32 here back in March, and my knees, they used to be crap throughout my 20s. I couldn't do a squat or anything like that, but now I can do squats. I can sit on the ground, play with cars. I could do stuff like that, and I'm happy to say that some of these workouts help with that. So if you're also newer and stuff like that, these are going to be perfect for you. If they might be tough, if you can't even do a squat. In general, I would recommend practicing sitting down on a chair and stuff like that. I'll go through some of these sequences though for you. So let's jump into the workout. First one is just going to be finding something that finds a spot that you can sit down onto that's below parallel. So it could be a flight of stairs. Like I used to stay on my parents' front steps, and I would practice just sitting down as far as I can, and this helped me reach depth for like butt to grass, or ATG, ass to grass, to most people, and I could never do that before, but with the help of this, it definitely helped a lot. So I'll do some front views, and then I'll do some side views just to show that a little bit more and things like that. So for this one, you really want to focus on sitting down. Like I said, it's a sitting down motion, so you want to focus on opening your hips up and keeping your feet as flat as possible onto the ground. So if your heels are going up, I recommend incorporating some kind of stretches and stuff like that. And your hips might be a little tight. I would recommend like doing like the foam roller on the sides and stuff like that to help strengthen those things and things like that. So I can do a stretch. I can throw in a couple stretches here as bonus to show some of the things that I use to help me do that and maintain some of these things. Some of them I've seen from like Knees Over Toes guy. So shout out to Knees Over Toes. That dude showed me some dope ass workouts that ultimately help out a lot. So especially if you're a little bit older, they'll help you too. So, and he's on. I seen him on Mark Bell the first time. So, anyways, first thing I did. So for me, I set up this heavy bag, and it's way below parallel, as you can see. So it allows me to go down, put your arms up, go up. So we'll go from the front, So it's going to be those squats like that. So that helped me maintain a lot of that form going down butt to grass and stuff like that. And it could help you out. I would recommend doing, 4 sets of 25. That's 100 squats, 100 bodyweight squats. If that's too easy for you, do more squats. And if you love squats, do as many squats as you want to. You know what I mean? You can switch up your foot placement. You can, if you're more flexible, keep your knees in closer and stuff like that. And just try different variations. Switch up your stance, make it wider, make it closer, whatever you feel like doing. But the challenge is if your heels are raising up, especially if you go closer, maybe go in slowly, and as you work your mobility, as you work your flexibility into those motions. So maybe don't just dive right into it, right? Okay. So I'm gonna get set up for the next one here. So if you don't have a bag or something you can do this on, I would recommend, you could do this just on the floor, but I like to do the bag just to help me a little bit. So it's just jumping to my feet and then standing up and then doing as many times as I can. You could do a little jump if you want to. And so on and so forth, like that. It works a lot of explosions. I like to do this more so as like a circuit workout, but I've been wanting to dunk again and stuff like that. So excuse me. I've been doing more workouts that would utilize more of the fast twitch muscle fibers, more of that explosive power, doing stuff like that. So if you ever played basketball, you know how fast paced it can be and stuff like that. And it really gets the blood going. So, give yourself 30 seconds. If you can't do it for 30 seconds, take a little break in there, or intervals of 30 seconds or whatever. Then you work your way up, doing it for a minute, 2 minutes, 3-minute rounds, something like that. They'll be killer for you. And, stuff like that. So that was the next exercise I like to do at home, body weight things. This next one, it's purely optional. If you just have dumbbells at home, it'll be perfect for you. All it requires is one weight. Even if you don't have dumbbells, if you have kettlebell, you have a backpack you fill with something, you can hold the backpack in one hand too, or on your back, whatever the case may be. So we'll jump into that next. So here we have 50s. You can do many different things. You can do gobble squats, where you just hold it and do squats that way, or different things like that. But for this, I like to just do lunges. I like to switch hands and switch legs. So just one side you do touch the ground, switch hands, same leg. Switch legs, switch hands. You can do more than 2 per hand. If you're not, if it's tough for you, you can up the reps and stuff like that. But you can also do like lower weights, just way higher amount of reps and stuff like that. So, but when I was doing getting stronger at squats, I think those helped me out a lot. And I don't know, especially in like those weaker positions for me, because I was always weaker in the hole, as they call it, the hole, but it's when you're at the bottom. It's a little cooler, so I'm not sweating or anything like that, which is good. But you know, it feels good. It feels good. So I do those, and then we'll go into the next one, stuff like that. So this one is pretty good. This is where it helps me sit at the bottom. I still have the habit of raising my heels up, but you know, for this one, it's all right if you do it a little bit. So these are a couple other exercises. If you don't have a bar, you could use your bands to try to hold you up. But or you could push against the wall or something, but it might be a little bit more difficult. I do recommend finding something that you're able to hang off of. So you'll get down to that squatted position, and then I would just, because I could do it without that too. It takes a lot of, you know, time and effort. I couldn't do it at first, so pull on the bar a little bit, help yourself out, touch your knees, you know, 10 a piece or something, you know. So you can go from that. Exercise may not look like it, but it's actually pretty tough, and you know, you can do a lot of them depending on your knees. At first I could barely do 2, 3 a piece each side. Now I can do them unassisted, you know, like, I don't know, 10, at least 10 a piece on each side, right? Touching the floor and staying in that position and stuff. My knees would just crack really bad. So I think I've been doing that for, I'd say, about a year now. Been doing the exercise for at least a year and a half. Maybe even 2 years, man. Time flies so fast. But one thing I can say about that is that it helps a lot. And I do like these assisted ones because they help you do it unassisted, right? So we're going to have another assisted one that will require you to hold on to something at first if you're unable to perform these exercises. But if you're able to do it without them, be my guest. That's a good workout for you. But, you know, it's just one thing to remember is that sometimes you got to start off assisted in order to build yourself up, build that strength up. I have a little story here where I was a 9th grader. I was 205 pounds, big kid, right? I couldn't do a push-up. I never was able to do a push-up all the way from elementary till at that moment in my life. But so when 10th grade came around, because I fractured my ankle in 9th grade, and I quit basketball because I just, you know, I loved basketball so much with all my heart, with the passion, you know, and I wasn't feeling it anymore. I didn't feel the fire. I didn't feel the desire to be better at that sport. And then I started finding out working out was something that I liked, you know. So I wanted to do a push-up. I could never do a push-up. I always, you know, just put it off, like whatever. I'm stronger than a lot of these guys that can bench press more than me, squat more than me. Like I could run through them. They couldn't tackle me. I could tackle them. And, you know, I was like, weightlifting isn't everything when it comes to sports, to physicality stuff, because it's about knowing how to use your body and stuff like that, as opposed to bench pressing 200, 300 pounds, you know what I mean? Or squatting 300, 400 pounds or something. Surely it helps. And, you know, I'm older now, and, you know, I stopped using those excuses, and I want to do more workout stuff. But, you know, great people like, Herschel Walker. They said he never used weights. Everything body weight workouts. So never be ashamed. Check out Herschel Walker. That guy, he's an old beast, man. That dude's he's ripped, he's jacked, and he's never really did any weights, any free weights or anything like that. It was all body weight stuff. So Mike Tyson, big fan of body weight stuff, but you see him in the gym sometimes. So, but you know, whatever gets you stronger, whatever you like, whatever you prefer. Do it. But I started off on the stairs, so I would be as high up on the stairs as I could, bench, you know, doing push-ups, and then slowly I was going down a step. Not every day, but, you know, And sometimes I had to go back up because I was too sore, but I eventually got down on the floor and finally was able to do push-ups. So the first amount of push-ups I did unassisted were, I think I did 10 of them, and I was like, oh my God, I'm obese. Not really, I was just obese, right? But anyways, we'll go into this next exercise that you can use. It's going to be assisted, especially if you can't perform this. It's going to be more another workout I've seen of the knees over toes guy. And I believe I can do this one unassisted, but only maybe a couple reps at most. But I like to do the assisted way first. So this one has just keeping your feet together and then going right back up. Feet together, right back up. See, I'm not the best at it, but my knees were way worse before. But you can just go onto the bar. Go forward. I still feel my knees cracking now, but you can do that as many times as you need. Whatever amount of reps is challenging for you, I would keep doing that. If it's 2, 1, half of one, whatever, as long as you're getting down trying to do it, and it's going to help you get stronger, right? Of course, this is all at home stuff. If you ain't got no weights, I obviously got weights because I invested in stuff. Thank God I did it before COVID struck, right? A lot cheaper then, but it's still pretty expensive. Anybody that knows me that's been over, it's pretty cool stuff. So, and I'm glad to have it. I'm proud, and people make counter arguments, but I never really cared about those counter arguments because I have something at home that, my son ever wants to use when he gets older. You got some weights, boy, let's go work out, you know what I mean? So, let's go, we'll find out. We'll do one more workout for this, but I do have a few more that I like to do. I like to do them with chains and stuff like that too, but, it is what it is. It's not much. It's just calf raisers. You can do calf raisers too. I do hundreds of calf raisers in between sets. Just as many as I can. I have little buffalo legs. I have no calves, people, but that doesn't prevent me from doing that. So I think everybody knows what a calf raiser is. You just stand up on your toes as high as you can, and then back down as high as you can, back down. But this variation is going to be a little bit different because it's going to involve the wall sit. So it's a wall sit with a calf raiser. So we just do a wall set, calf raiser, wall set, calf raiser, wall set, calf raiser. So it's not super challenging, but it'll get you there, especially if you're sitting there for a while. So if you're not used to wall sets, this one might be a challenge for you. But, like anything else, it'll take time for you to get there. And it's, it's up to you whether you're going to do it or not. So do those. If you can't do it for 20 seconds, there goes your first challenge, right? 30 seconds, there you go. A minute, 2 minutes, how long can you sit there for doing calf raisers? I know this helped a lot of people out with, I heard a lot of people say that this helped them when they were on their journey of dunking a basketball when I was younger. They claimed that it added inches to their vertical. So I don't know how true it was or anything like that. A lot of it was older people. But I did try it, and I remember the first time I jumped after, I felt like I at least got like 1 inch to 2 inches or something, but that's also in your brain. But it's a great workout, especially if you're at home and you ain't got nothing else. You can do typical stuff, jump ropes and stuff like that. But yeah, I was trying to think of more things to do for like hamstrings, and a lot of it's just hip thrusts. So there's not too many things. I do have these ankle weights I do. and I'll sit forward on a bench with my elbows like this, and then I'll kick my legs up, you know, slowly, and then squeezing the hamstrings as tight as I can, you know what I mean? And if you ain't got those, you can do it without them. You just gotta make sure you're squeezing as hard as you can on your hamstrings. So we can go from a different point of view here. By no means are those tough at all. So those things are going to be something you're going to do like in high volume. So hundreds, yeah, if not thousands. Just do a bunch in between sets, whatever. You got to squeeze that muscle. If it helps you, touch it while you're squeezing. You know, to help activate that mind-muscle connection and stuff like that. So, you know, it's not much because it's just body weights. So if you do have ankle weights, strap those on. Do that. That'll help. I know they have those little things for your feet where you can put like dumbbells on there, but freak all that. I ain't paying no money for that crap. But, you know, that's also up to you. I also do have a gym membership, so I go do like hamstring stuff at the gym. So they have squat press machines. They got you know, leg press. They got the frickin' hamstring curls. They got a seated hamstring curls. You know, stuff like that. And you know, I do like deadlifts. So the deadlifts can activate those too, especially if you do straight leg deadlifts and stuff like that. So I recommend, like, if you only have a bar at home, a lot of straight leg deadlifts. Okay, you can use your dumbbells for straight leg deadlifts. So we're going to do that next. This is probably the last exercise I'm going to show for this short video here on working out at home, and, you know, / body weight exercises. You can do this without dumbbells too. Like I said, you can hold a backpack on your chest or something. Keep your legs a little bit, butt out. You really want to make sure you're squeezing on the inside of your hamstrings. Yeah, if you got a little toe, you put some sand up in that beach or something. Or, you know, like I said, you hold a backpack, hold on the sides, put as much cloth in there as you can, something, you know. You do the dumbbells, stuff like that. So these are some pretty good exercises for you at home. So if you like this video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I'm going to jump into an actual workout. So I hope everybody has a happy Easter this Sunday. I know we are. We're going to go celebrate it with some family, friends, and stuff like that. So hope you guys have a great one. Peace.